What if your son told you he doesn't want to go to college? For a lot of moms, that can feel scary, like he's falling behind or missing his future. But what if that's not true? What if there's another path, one that actually fits how he's wired? Today we're talking about trade schools, what they are, why they matter, and how they could be a powerful option for your son after high school. Welcome to Raising Boys with Purpose, a Christian parenting podcast for moms raising teens and young adult sons. I'm Brooke, a boy mom and parenting coach, and here we talk about raising sons, building character, and preparing our boys for adulthood with confidence and faith. Now, before we jump in, if you're enjoying the podcast and it's encouraging you, I'd love for you to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. And if you're looking for a community of moms who are learning how to raise boys into young men, I'd love to invite you to join us in the Raising Boys with Purpose Facebook group. You'll find the link in the description. It's a space for encouragement, real conversations, and support, because you're not meant to figure this out alone. In working with moms and teens, I see this pattern over and over again. This belief that college is the only path to success. And if a teen isn't going to college right after high school, it feels like something's wrong. There's this pressure, this quiet judgment, this assumption that maybe they're not smart enough or not ambitious enough. And then you have the school announcements, celebrating how many students are going to college. But what about the kids who aren't? What about the ones who don't want or don't need a traditional college education? What about the boys who want to work with their hands, build something, learn by doing? What about them? Now, my husband works with a lot of small businesses. And when I say small, I don't mean small impact. Many of these business owners started in the trades: roofers, HVAC, technicians, plumbers, landscapers, and electricians. They learned a skill, they worked hard, they gained experience. And over time, many of them built their own businesses. Most of them didn't go to a 4-year college. They went to trade school or learned through apprenticeships and then grew from there. They're smart, they're capable, and they're building businesses that support families and communities. Now, did everything go perfectly? No. Some failed, some had to pivot, some had to try again, but they kept going. And here's what's important for us to see as moms. These careers matter. These businesses are the backbone of our economy. And right now, there is a growing skilled trades gap, which means opportunity is everywhere. So let's break this down. What are the trades? The skilled trades are hands-on technical careers that require training, but not necessarily a 4-year degree. We're talking about the careers that are electricians, plumbers, HVAC welders, mechanics, even in the culinary arts, and some technical and office-based roles. Now, what's a trade school? Trade school also can be called vocational or technical school, provides focused hands-on training for a specific career. And here's the big difference from college. Most of the programs take 6 months to 2 years, not 4. That means less time in school, less cost, and faster entry into the workforce. Many trade schools are connected to community college, and there are often grants, financial aid, workforce programs, or even partnerships with local businesses. And in many cases, employers are actively looking to hire these students. Now, let's be clear. Trade school is not the easy option. Your son will still need discipline. He'll still need to learn, grow, and show up. But the learning is often more practical, more hands-on, and more immediately applied. And for many boys, that matters. So how do you know if trade school might be a good fit for your son? Well, you're going to start by simply asking, what's out there? There are more trade careers than most people realize, and not all of them are what we typically think of as blue collar. Some are technical, some are creative, some are even office-based. Encourage your son to talk to his guidance counselor and research different career paths. You could also visit trade schools just like you would visit colleges. Because here's the difference. Trade school is career focused from day one. He's not going to figure it out later. He needs to have an idea of what he wants to pursue before he starts. Now, trade school is often more, affordable than college, but it's not free. So just like with college, you'll want to compare the different programs, look at any financial aid, and explore grants and scholarships. Also consider alternative paths like apprenticeships and employer-sponsored training programs. Some companies will train your son and even pay for additional education, often in exchange for a work commitment afterward. And again, the timeline matters. He can begin working and earning much sooner. Now, this is a big one. Some boys don't thrive in traditional classrooms. They struggle with sitting still, reading textbooks, and learning in abstract ways. But give them something to build, fix, or create, everything changes. Trade schools can be a powerful option for hand-on learners, practical thinkers, and boys who want to see the results of their work. This gives them a way to engage, learn, and grow in a way that fits how they're wired. Now, trade school is not a backup plan. It's a valid, valuable, and often strategic path into adulthood. And for some of our sons, it may be exactly what they need. So if your son says he doesn't want to go to college, pause before you panic. Let's consider trade school as a real option. In Ephesians 4:28, we're reminded of the value of working honestly with our hands. The goal isn't one specific path. The goal is that he keeps moving forward, that he grows, that he develops skills, that he steps into responsibility. There's so many opportunities in the trades, and what he chooses could become a long, meaningful, and even prosperous career. If this episode of Raising Boys with Purpose encouraged you, please like this video and subscribe so you don't miss future episodes of this podcast. And if you're raising a teen or young adult son and want encouragement and practical guidance, come join us in the Raising Boys with Purpose Facebook community. The link is below. Thanks for being here today. Now grab your iced coffee, hug your son, and remember, you're raising him with purpose.